Well, hello everyone, it's Renata here from RWPsychology. Welcome to day 89. We are almost at the finish line. One more day to go. I kind of feel like I need a party hat. I think I'll have to sort out a party hat tomorrow. It has been a long haul. Tonight I just really wanted to recap. I don't have anything new to bring tonight other than I wanted to reflect on the journey. It has been I actually feel like the last 3 days has actually been more difficult than the entire journey. And I guess that's probably how it feels for marathon runners. They're running along and that last couple of meters feels so much more difficult. And I think it's just because the end is so near, and whenever you're doing some major project, it's always that last little bit, or you're studying, it's that last little bit that is so much more difficult to do. So, in terms of thinking about content and how I'm gonna get around it, it's more the idea that I'm just so close to getting it. And hello Marie, I can see you're on tonight, and I really want to say thank you to you, Marie, because you have really been there following the entire time, and I really appreciate the support. You've really been there you've done 90 days, so absolutely hats off to you. 89 days, one more to go, so you can't not get out of tomorrow night, Marie. So what have we covered? I'm actually looking over the notes of what we've talked about. We've talked about so many things. We talked about change. We started the series talking about change and how change is uncomfortable. Change doesn't feel good. We've talked about getting creative when the road ends, that we're going to build one. We've talked about setting goals at night time to try and ensure that we're not letting feelings dictate what we do. We've talked about setting, are we setting the goalpost too high? We've talked about our well-being, our emotional bank account. I really like the emotional bank account. Are you feeding your emotional bank account? We've talked about ensuring that you're looking after your physical health, checking in with your GP, getting your blood tests done. We've talked about, what else have we talked about? My goodness, we've done I can't even go through all of it in one video. But we've also talked about our thoughts. Has the little green man been controlling your thinking? Vortex thinking, and how we utilize mindfulness to get on top of that. Post-it note thinking. We've talked about finding balanced thoughts. We've talked about detective thinking. We've done so much stuff. What else have we talked about? And if you're Marie, it'd be really interesting to hear from you what your favorite video was. If you had a favorite that you were interested in, that maybe stuck out for you in the 89 days, it'd be good to hear from you, or anybody watching later on. It'd be really good for you to comment underneath if you've been watching along, what your favorite one was, or what was the one that stuck out for you. I've got one, but not because it was good. It was actually probably my worst video in retrospect, but it was the one that kind of was the most difficult for me to record. But I'd love to hear what was, the emotional bank account for you, Marie. I do like the emotional bank account. I think it is, I do rabbit on about that a lot. But I think it's really important that we do focus on our emotional bank accounts. So if there is one, as you're watching along, if you're watching in replay, let me know what was the one that stood out for you along the way. As we're reflecting back over our 89 days together, we talked about our feelings. We talked about not chasing happy, because that's something we get caught up in. We aim for contentment rather than happiness. We talked about when feelings get too big and when we need to seek help, because it's important to know where that fine line is. Not shifting feelings, being able to feel our feelings, which is really important too. We talked about creating boundaries and safe space. One I really enjoyed doing was being able to say no, that whole idea of no being a complete sentence. So, no is not a bad thing to say every now and then. So we have talked about a whole bunch of stuff. I can't even get through it all in one video, but I really want to say a big thank you to everyone, because I may not get a chance to say it tomorrow night because I will actually be out and about. But I do well, I may not, I might do the video before I go, but I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone. Oh, and Gerda, you've joined me. Hello. Good to see you too. I know you're busy too. You're doing busy things tonight. So I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everybody. Oh, and Marie, thank you. I really appreciate that. It was great for you, and it's been a wonderful experience. And I thank you, Gerda, for being a bit of an instigator for all of it. So you've been wonderful. And I just really want to thank everybody for all their support the entire journey. You know, I've been getting really lovely messages via email, and via Instagram and via the Facebook page, private messaging. I've had a lot of people kind of commenting on the videos, and I guess part of me just wanted to commit to it and to say, you know what, I can prove that I can do this, and I can show that, you know, it can be done. That, you know, when you do set your mind to something, you can do it, you can push through. And hey, I'm living evidence to say that you can do anything you want to do. It's just a matter of making that commitment, sticking with it. Hey, you've seen me in all, you know, you've seen kids in the background, dog licking himself, all kinds of stuff. Oh, and Gerda, you said big congrats on getting it done. Huge achievement, and you gave such great value. Oh, thank you, Gerda. That is lovely to hear. I'm glad that it felt like great value for you. So I'm hopeful it was, and I thank you for the compliment. That's so lovely to hear. And that'll be it for me for Friday night. I am really tired tonight. You've seen me in all sorts of crazy hairstyles, crazy outfits, all sorts of weird and wonderful locations. You've seen my pineapple grow in this time. You've seen my baby pineapple. It's now big. 90 days. A pineapple grows a lot in 3 months. So I guess it's you know, it's going to be an interesting journey as we move forward, but I'm really excited that I'm working on this relationship course, and I'm hoping that will be equally as helpful for people as you move forward into doing something different. So I really look forward to the next season and see what happens. I'm not going anywhere. I feel like I'm saying goodbye. But I'm not going anywhere. I just won't be every day on your news feed. You're probably sick of me by now. But that's it for me, everyone. Bye for now. Have a lovely Friday night, and I will see you again tomorrow for the big finale. So I will see you then. Bye for now.